wanna be down with the king.
It's the Sports Kings. Sports Kings. Big Mike.
He might fall off the wagon in the next 10 minutes.
And Rob Calloway.
It's about bringing talent. It's not about all the flash and glitz and glam.
Not your average sports talk show. The Sports Kings.
This is NFL legend, Work Done.
This your boy D. Howard, a.k.a. Superman.
I'm Jerome Bettis, the bus.
It's Cam Newton. Holla at your boy, already.
This is Hank Aaron, and I'm down with the king.
Tell a friend, Kings is back.
And welcome into a Tuesday. This is the Sports Kings podcast. I am Big Mike alongside Rob Calloway. You're hearing us via Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Spread the word. The Sports Kings are doing their thing each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here. Once again on Spreaker.com. Make sure you get in contact with us via our social media entities, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. They're all three the same to keep it easy for you guys, at Sports Kings Live. You can also email the show. This is very important. Send us your emails, your concerns, your critiques, your likes, your hates, whatever you want to do. You can send those to sportskingslive@gmail.com, as well as you can send any type of interest in sponsoring an hour or a segment. Now that I told you guys yesterday we might have something a little special. It's special to me, and I know it's special to Rob. We've upgraded the sound of the show a little bit. We'll now be able to have sound effects and sound clips of people talking, so that I'm not sounding so illiterate, reading all these different quotes and things from people. So it's a big day inside the sports kingdom. Rob, you told me yesterday you had a long day ahead of you. Just glad you made it back.
Oh, yeah, man. You know, it is what it is, man. Wasn't missing for nothing in the world. Boy, a lot of stuff going on, man. I've been busy as a slave. For somebody that's unemployed, well, I've been busy as a slave today, too, man. You never stop, brother. You never stop. You got to grind it out, bro. Grind it out.
Mm-hmm. Look, yeah, the other day when we were off the air, you told me you started watching Power. Are you done?
Oh, yeah.
You done with the first season? Or with the season? Because there's only one.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good. Now, I can tell you exactly what I was talking about, where how it just doesn't make sense that this dude is a boss because he's too emotional. You know what I mean? Like, how in the world? Like, you got this chick that been down with you forever, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you just run into this chick from high school, and now you in love and ready to leave her and your kids. Not to mention the fact that she know all your business. So if it's time to go to jail, you definitely going.
Oh, yeah, and not to mention the fact that he don't even know that she the police.
Yeah, exactly. It's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's just so ridiculous. Like, his character doesn't make sense to me at all. It's like this dude he's doing hits on people, like, face to face. You the boss. What you mean? He's going to people's crib. Yeah, in the middle of the night, creeping around in black clothing. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. That doesn't happen in no area of life. So, yeah, and then, you know who the worst character on that show is, dude? The worst character? The hitman or the hit woman. The worst hit woman in the history of TV. She can't kill nobody.
Yeah.
Everybody she tried to kill end up living. Worst hit woman ever. But
except for the fat guy. She killed the fat guy. Remember, she came in behind him and slit his throat. I can't think of what his name is, but remember the police were sitting right outside his house.
So she's like 1 for 5. Yeah, it's a terrible average.
Yeah.
But she is fine, so I'll give her that.
Oh, she is that
fine Puerto Rican chick. So yeah, she should have stuck to being a stripper. The one when she was like acting like a stripper, she should have just went ahead and like stayed at that gig because her hit woman gig sucks. And then what hit person? Like, I don't know any hit people, but I'm just saying she walking around with bright pink shoes on, like the easiest thing in the world to identify. I was like, oh, all right, whatever.
Oh yeah, because you remember on one of those episodes, one of the workers, remember he was walking down the sidewalk
and saw her.
He got the call that he needed to come back to Miami, and she walked right by him, and he turned around and looked at the shoes and was like,
"Yeah, exactly.
Dang.
worst hit person ever, worst hit person, worst drug kingpin in the history of the world. Like, there's no way this dude should have everything he has. Like, he's in a penthouse, got like legitimate businesses and everything, and all of a sudden now, yeah, we can just run away to Miami and I open up a new club. Negro, please. None of that happens in real life. Yeah, but I'm invested now.
Of course, you know my favorite part. The parts were in the Terry Norton and then showing up quick, literally.
And everything else.
Like, hey, boy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, boy. Hey, I don't know if I would have been able to sit in the front seat and look through their rear view.
Yeah. His wife, she's slut-tastic, dude. She is that.
Man.
Yeah, good for her. Good for her.
I'm glad I decided to watch it.
He tried to trade her in for a Puerto Rican chick too. That's what makes it worse, dude. Like when she's telling her homegirl, like, yeah, she looks nothing like me. Of course not.
Yeah.
Why would I do that? Like, what's the point of me doing that? Yeah, variety is the spice of life, not the same thing. No one says that saying. You know what the spice of life is? The same exact thing every time. No one says that.
Right.
Anyway, we got a sports show to do here today. It's been kind of a light day in sports today, but
if you had to choose, though, really quick, if you had to choose,
what do you mean between
the Latina and the Tory Norton?
Dude, the Puerto Rican chick too basic to me, man. She too basic. Like I already know the wifey's a freak, so I'm always gonna lean on that side of the ledger immediately. Yeah. The other chick, yeah, she kind of basic, man. It's like whatever. She was like dealing with that stuffy white dude before she was dealing with what's his name, Ghost. Yeah,
right.
So I'm good. Yeah, I'm trying to get the hood chick in my life, dude. I mean, come on, my wife went to McNair. So there's that. I mean, for those of you who don't understand what I'm saying, yeah, just take the context clues. You know what I mean? Like I don't even have to explain it. If we talking about hood chicks and my preference for them, there's that. Speaking of, before I start setting up this show, when we stopped recording yesterday, I get downstairs and my TV is still on ESPNU, and immediately I text Rob. I'm like, yes. I'm watching MEAC bowling. It was outstanding, too. I watched Norfolk State come back. I can't remember who they were playing. They were getting it pushed in at first, too. Them bras were just bowling strike after strike, and then something happened. I heard the announcer talking about it, but I couldn't understand what he was talking about. He's like, yeah, they left the door wide open. Now look what's happening. Norfolk State is coming back. I was like, okay, I'll just take your word for it. I don't know. And then these bras just started, like, hitting strike after strike, and next thing you know, they won. Yeah. It was some white school, too. But there's a bunch of white girls on Norfolk State team, too, because obviously it's bowling. So, yeah.
Hey, them girls in the NBA know how to handle them balls, boy.
Well, you would know. You would know.
Love HBCU.
So, yes, we do have a sports show to do today. Got some NCAA stuff. And wait till I tell you guys, you know how I'm always talking about, the players not getting money and all this kind of stuff. Like, wait till I tell you how the NCAA is actually stealing from you, Rob. Yeah, and just regular folks. Oh, yeah. And everyone listening to this, you wait till I tell y'all this. Now you're going to be as pissed off as I am about this whole sham they call the NCAA. Yeah, we got a couple things that we didn't mention yesterday. We didn't mention the Nick Saban thing yesterday, and actually some further developments came along with that today. And we've got sound on that. We've got some sound clips yet, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. I don't give a damn about y'all if y'all are or not. I am, because now we're going to sound like a real broadcast, a real show. Next thing you know, we're gonna mess around and have guests on this mug. Oh, what? What?
Hey, man. Hey, I just want to add this real quick.
Okay.
Hey, the Aldo McGregor UFC matchup. Like, I don't know if the fight is gonna live up to the hype of these press conferences, but hey, man, these press conferences have been. I'm talking about epic. McGregor reached over Aldo and took his belt and held it up for the crowd. Like, it's crazy. All right, my bad. I just hate it.
Oh, was that what just happened on my TV? Well. Yeah, I'll never get that 45 seconds of my life back. Moving right along.
But I'm saying every press conference that they've had, like, the first two they actually started throwing blows. I mean, it's been epic, dude.
Dana White got to get that under control. Yeah.
He's right in between them.
He's got to get that under control. What else we got? We got some NBA stuff to talk about today. This is one of those days I have no baseball things for you today. I think I watched the Braves yesterday a little bit. I did. I watched the Braves a little bit yesterday while we were recording. I don't know what the end result was because it's not that important to me. It's still spring training, so yeah, sue me. But we're going to start off today in the world of the NFL. I told you guys yesterday that Jameis Winston was going to have, that Florida State University is going to have their pro day. And Jameis Winston, the projected number one overall pick in this coming NFL draft, was going to be performing in the down in Tallahassee today. I sat downstairs and I watched him perform. He threw about 100 passes. I think 102 was the actual number. And the one thing that I will say that he showed the improvement that he needed to show as far as his throwing motion was concerned. He shortened it up. It wasn't as long. You know, everyone's talking about how he had that big looping baseball throwing motion, and it would like go down to his belt line before it came back up, and then finally, you know, the release point. He shortened it up a lot. It's short like an Aaron Rodgers type of motion now. You know, the prototypical throwing motion. So he did that. He looked good. I mean, they said it was hot in there too, because I was wondering, like, damn, these dudes are sweating their asses off. But it was like 85 degrees inside the indoor facility, I'm guessing, because I saw Todd McShay from ESPN. He had like the suit coat off, the sleeves was rolled up. It was like baking in there. But you know, they got a good workout in. Something else that got mentioned during the pro day or after the pro day, something that you probably don't ever want to, that you don't really notice because of what you're supposed to be looking at or what they tell you you're supposed to be looking at, was Jameis Winston. But the fact that the kid that plays center for Florida State, he's going to be a high draft pick as well. And the fact that he snapped the ball over 100 times and only one hit the ground, and that one wasn't his fault. It was Jameis pulling out a little bit too early from under center. So that's something that, you know, if you're checking off, you know, things as far as your team needs, and maybe we'll get into that a little bit today, because I printed out a whole – not printed out. I didn't print it out. I saved it. I saved the whole I guess list, if you want to call it, of every team need. Because I told you guys, now that we're right here at the 30-day mark from the NFL draft, that, you know, we start, you know, dibbling and dabbling a little bit in you know, in what we anticipate happening or what the experts are saying happening. Because I'm definitely not. I don't know about you, Rob. I'm not a draft guru. I listen to the people who I trust, you know, the Charles Davises, the Mike Mayocks. I listen to Bucky Brooks. I do not listen to Mel Kiper. Todd McShay is a better, to me. And the other thing about Todd McShay, before I get back on this Jameis Winston thing, is, like, he goes the extra mile. Like, you notice, if you guys notice, Todd McShay actually does sideline reporting during college football season. So he's on campus. He's watching these kids during the season. He's not waiting, or I'm not saying Mel Kiper waits, but he's not just sitting behind a video screen or using the people around him. Because what was our guy's name a couple years ago that we used to interview all the time and ended up getting a job with ESPN?
Who now?
Our draft guy.
Not Ethan Skolnick.
I can't remember his name.
Oh no, he ended up working for I think SB Nation. The guy up in Charlotte. I know you're talking about.
No. This guy got a job with ESPN, doing draft stuff with ESPN. I can't think of his name. Maybe because he's dead to me, because he left. He left us. Well, no, he's not dead to me. Good for him. I can't remember his name. But my point is, the people who are around Mel Kiper, who he uses to make sure that he has accurate information on these guys. At least, like Todd McShay is at this kid's pro day today. He's sitting there, him and Jaws and Sal Powell, they're sitting there they almost got ran over, dude. He threw a fade into the end zone to a kid from FAMU, because, you know, sometimes like FAMU's they're not gonna have a pro day, so they just join in with the the big school that's with them, like how Georgia State might do with Georgia Tech here in Atlanta.